Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Kira and I create content around The Sims. In today's video, I'm giving you guys over 15 tips or ideas to help add realism to your gameplay. Also, these are just great tips and ideas to play around with in general if you are bored in game or looking for a fresh start. So I highly recommend you all stick around until the end. My first tip is to move. Maybe your family outgrew their starter home, or maybe your Sim took a job in a new location. It is okay and realistic to move around in The Sims 4. I know many of us, trust me, I am guilty too, of staying on the same lot forever and ever, but if you're getting bored or you need a change of scenery, I suggest moving houses or even moving worlds. Throughout this video, I may mention some mods that might enhance these tips. For this one, I highly recommend the Relocate mod by Simrealist. This mod allows your Sims to actually go through the home buying process, bidding wars, and more. Speaking of travel, I also recommend having your Sims go on vacation. But not just any old vacation, a working vacation. If your Sim has a career that allows them to work from home, I suggest you have your Sims travel for work, whether you visit a warmer climate like Sulani or a cold climate like Mount Comaretti. This is a great way to have your Sims travel to places that they normally do not get to visit. In my current Let's Play, The Allens, the husband is in a military career, and having the family move around to different worlds is a main part of the storyline. Now that we are able to have rental lots in any world, the travel possibilities are endless. So The Sims 4 Growing Together includes a new stayover feature that I love so much. This feature allows you to have friends or family members stay at your home for a selected period of time. If you're playing with a single Sim or a family, have someone in their life come stay for a while. Since you can't really control the Sim other than asking them to help out around the house, it's very fun to watch other Sims roam around in your space. You guys know that I love big families in The Sims, so stayovers are a great way to entertain and build relationships. My next tip is targeted towards elderly Sims, because we often forget about them. And that is to have your elderly couple renew their vows. And make it a big thing. Maybe they weren't able to have their dream wedding back in the day. You know, back then Sims just met and got married in the same day. Go through the entire wedding planning process and make this day very special for them. I even suggest taking it a step further and planning a destination vow renewal in another world like Tartosa from the Sims 4 Wedding Stories, or Sulani. You guys can tell I love Sulani. This could double as a really nice family vacation. Okay, so this next one is a tough one. I know. It's hard for me too. I always want to keep my Sims together forever and ever, but the reality is people go through things and people break up. Unfortunately, these situations do have to happen in order for us to appreciate healthier relationships that come along. Now, I don't condone or advocate for cheating in-game or in real life, but if you want to add some spice to your game, you might want to have one of your Sims have an affair and potentially get caught. Having a breakup really does affect your Sims in interesting ways, and it gets even more complicated if kids are involved or children are involved, but I think it does add for some interesting yet realistic gameplay. On the topic of dramatic life changes, have your Sim quit a career that is not serving them anymore. Recently, I was watching a Let's Play by Ocean Sims. You guys know I love Ocean Sims, and she had her Sim quit his career, just got fed up and quit. And I was like, yes. If your Sim is just not thriving, or seems to be taking a long time to get promoted, or the daily tasks are just too demanding, like just doing too much, quit. Life's literally too short, especially in The Sims. Another idea is to go back to university. With The Sims 4 Discover University, your Sims have the opportunity to better themselves. Sometimes I enjoy having my adult Sims go back to university and obtain a degree in case they weren't able to in the past before breaking into a new career field. Doing this adds a little bit more character to your Sim, and in most cases, it increases their income tremendously because Sims with degrees start careers at a much higher level. For example, the mother in my current household was a part-time babysitter for a while, until she went to university and obtained a psychology degree. She became an educator, making well over 200 simoleons an hour. Another way to add realism to your gameplay is to switch things up. Usually we create a Sim and they tend to keep that same exact look forever. Well, at least I do. And how realistic is that? It's not really. So as we age up and we go through life and new trends emerge, we often change our style. So we have to do the same thing with our Sims. Go into Create a Sim and give your Sim a new hairstyle. Maybe cut it shorter, maybe dye it another color. If your Sim is getting older, maybe it's time for glasses or a hearing aid. And don't forget about skin details. Does your sim have a new tattoo? What about any significant scars that may tell a story? You can give them stretch marks or C-section scars. All of these little details help tell the story of what your sim has been through in their lifetime. So since you're giving your sim a makeover, let's talk about their home. Previously, I mentioned moving houses altogether. However, if you aren't willing to make such a big leap, try to renovate the property you currently have. Change the colors of your home, invest in new furniture, remodel the kitchen, get a pool installed, maybe even a pool house, or a man cave or a she shed, anything like that. You can even create a basement with the new Basement Treasures kit. There are so many ways to enhance and enjoy the home that you currently have. This is also a great way to utilize some of those funds that you have been saving up forever and ever. Speaking of funds, my next tip is to start from zero simoleons. You can do this with a home or without a home. Just start from zero and work your way up. Start saving money to redecorate your home, renovate your home like we just mentioned. You can even save money to start your own business, go back to university, and just like real life, you can even save money for the next generation. So start from zero and just start building that generational wealth. So still on the topic of money, one of my favorite ways to make money in this game is to start a retail business related to something that your sim does. If you have a handy sim, create a woodworking or furniture store. Creative sim, sell your paintings or paintings from the Build By catalog if you're lazy like me. Musical sim, sell instruments. My current household owns a retail store and they have been able to make a fortune selling $15,000 violins. So yeah, I definitely recommend starting a business. It's kind of realistic and it's a great way to build money in The Sims 4. So there are so many hobbies in The Sims 4. What if your sim decides to practice the piano, or buy an art easel and begin painting, or pick up the video station from Get Famous and start vlogging their life? Let's be honest, many of us pick up on new hobbies as we age and find new things that interest us. During your sim's lifespan, it's likely that they will do that also. Again, this builds character, this builds interest, and it's also realistic. Okay, so I probably should have mentioned this tip sooner, but since this is a life simulation game, I thought this one was pretty obvious, and that is have a baby. Ever since The Sims 4 released infants, I've been having so many babies in this game. They are just so adorable, and they definitely keep your Sims busy. However, if you decide children aren't for you or your storyline, I suggest adopting a pet with The Sims 4 Cats and Dog expansion pack. Whether you have a baby or a fur baby or both, this is a great way to add more interesting gameplay. Okay, so I know fame is not everyone's thing, and it certainly isn't realistic for most people. However, in my game, I use the Sims 4 Get Famous expansion pack celebrity system to make my Sims well known. For example, in my current household, the father is in the politician career, and as a political figure, he is well known. Being a quote-unquote local celebrity in The Sims allows you to unlock certain quirks and rewards, such as being more noticeable by other Sims, or being able to receive special PR packages, which I think is incredibly useful for Sims who may be influencers. Being famous can be as luxurious or as down-to-earth as you want it to be. And lastly, I hate to end things on a sad note, but let's talk about death in The Sims 4. In the Sims 4 Neighborhood Stories feature, there's an option to enable accidental deaths for Sims. Personally, I am too much of a wimp to turn this feature on, but some of you may be brave enough to risk your Sims' lives. I know that death is a realistic, if not the most realistic part of life, and doing this would definitely add more to your storyline. That is all for this video. If you guys enjoyed, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. And stay tuned because I do have more ideas for incorporating realism into your game that I cannot wait to share with you all. I love you all and I will speak to you all in the next one. Bye guys!